First thing I want to say is, what's up, everybody? I hope you guys all had a fantastic holiday and got some cool things, maybe some Xbox related things. That's always a good thing to kind of hang your stocking on. Hey, you got some cool controllers, or maybe some games, or maybe you're getting into Xbox for the first time. What a great time to actually do that. Now this, I want to say, take with a grain of salt. This is a heavy rumor that has coming out right now in the rumor mill that is going to be sort of churning as we get into the situation of the new year. Obviously, Microsoft will have a lot of cool things to showcase the fans. And not only are they showcasing things to the fans, but they are making sure that everybody has something cool to play in the interim. Now, all of us are probably sitting here wondering, why are we not hearing anything about, the Activision stuff coming? Now, my personal hope is this. I would love to see the older Activision games come to Game Pass. And you might go, well, who cares? Well, I care. I think a lot of people care, right? You guys might get caught up in, if you're a hardcore gamer, it's just a new. It's the constant push of the new games. But there are a large number of people, myself included, that enjoy playing some of the older games as well. And I don't look at that as a problem in the least. I think it's fantastic, right? And Activision has a lot of older games, 360, maybe even original Xbox, that I would like to play again and be able to access on my Series X. Right now, yes, I have Xbox 360s out the wazoo. I have an Xbox, original Xbox. I've got all these things, and I enjoy them. I think it's great. But I would love to be able to play more just on my Series X, maybe with some enhancements. The big problem with that is what? Well, Microsoft ran into a roadblock with some of these license issues, right? And since Activision had a lot of these license issues, clearly they weren't going to worry about fixing them or anything like that. So when we look at what's going on right now, I think it's nice to see that, Microsoft is kind of doing the right thing here, making sure that everybody will have, the games that they want. And I think they are. There's rumors that they're going to do sort of a developer direct. Take that with a grain of salt right now. But early in the year, right? And they're going to do it early in the year so that, everybody has sort of this amazing time to play. And they're going to announce that we're going to have the these older Activision games, And I think that would be fan-freaking-tastic, right? I would absolutely love that. I think that would be quite amazing to me personally. Now, listen, they have quite a few games that they could do this with. I would like to see the Deadpool game. They have those Transformers games. I would love to see those. Hasbro apparently willing to go out there and sort of let that be put back into Game Pass or whatever, and I think that's exactly what they need to do. That would be, I think, a killer thing to do. And then gamers at the end of the day would love to see exactly what Microsoft has coming down the pipeline in terms of the backwards compatibility program. Not just that program, but what's coming from Xbox in general. We know that the Call of Duty stuff is going to end up back. We know that stuff is going to be there. We know that Microsoft has something to kind of showcase, because clearly you have the Activision games coming to Game Pass, maybe some backwards compatibility announcements there as well. You have Hellblade 2 confirmed for this year. You have Avowed confirmed for this year. You have Elder Scrolls Online's next expansion. You have Towerborn. You have Stalker 2. I know that's not first party, but these are all stuff that you have coming to Game Pass. You have City Skylines 2. You have Flight Simulator as well. I think that's probably will come to PC first, however, probably a little while before it comes to actual Xbox consoles. But when you see these types of things and you hear that Microsoft does have some cool things on the horizon, I think naturally you might get some people to be a little bit upset about that or whatever. But for me, I love the fact that Microsoft has really kind of come a long way in making sure that gamers have a lot of cool stuff to play. And for me personally, I like that. I like the fact that they're keeping things rolling, and not only are they keeping things rolling, but they're making sure that Xbox has stuff that maybe they didn't have before. So that to me is something that I like to see. You know, Microsoft has really been doing a good job of this kind of stuff. You know, obviously, I think Microsoft is going to be doing, you know, something that we haven't seen them do very much of before. You know, and that to me means everything. You know, when you look at sort of the things that they've been able to accomplish as the generations go by or whatever, I think that it really makes sense for them to kind of go back to the old 360 ways, which was really accessibility. You have a console that maybe wasn't the most powerful, but it was the best and easiest one for developers. They got a lot of games, and you kind of reinvented yourself there. And I think that's probably exactly what they have in plan for the future. So I want to see that before too long. And, you know, obviously Microsoft has a lot of stuff working currently. And, you know, again, this is just how the kind of game works. Like, if you're Microsoft, you keep the momentum going into what you're trying to accomplish. And, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like that's been a really good thing for them. That's been a really good avenue for them to kind of go out there and make sure that, you know, everybody has cool stuff. Everybody has, you know, great games, great content. And that's really, I think anyway, been the game changer kind of going forward. You know, that it's hard to say, like, will this stuff ever end, or will they ever, you know, not continue to impress people or whatever. But I don't know. You know, it really kind of depends. Like, for me, I love how they've been kind of doing things. I love how they've kind of handled the adversity. They just kind of let it go. You know, they're quick out there. You know, they haven't been far from perfect, obviously, but, you know, they're very quick to go out there and say, hey, you know what, we screwed up here. We said this, or we did this. But for me, when you look at the year, how can anybody not be impressed with what they've done from the start with dropping Hi-Fi Rush to, you know, ending the year with like Forza Motorsport, Starfield, and things like that. And I understand I'll get some hate for saying this, but, you know, even the Call of Duty, that's an Xbox game now as well. So again, I look forward to the time when that's going to be a game that's going to be dropped in the Game Pass day one. And I look forward to seeing what Microsoft can do, like, on an even playing field with PlayStation. And that, to me, is exactly what I want to see before too long. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. Again, it looks like we might be getting some information on a developer direct very shortly to start off the new year. And in fact, we will see a situation where you know, they announce the Activision games and stuff like that. So would be cool to see. Would definitely be cool to see. Just want to say thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys all have a great Christmas, a great New Year, and all that stuff. Stay safe. If you are new to the channel, I do daily video game content, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you would please like, possibly consider subscribing. You know, would love to see that. Would love to see some growth on the channel a little bit here and going into the new year. So thank you guys very much. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.